Welcome to the update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Senior ministers have reached a deal with the coalition to tighten Australia's visa laws further in the wake of a High Court ruling. The emergency legislation will mean 92 asylum seekers, including a number of hardened criminals, will be forced to wear an electric monitor and be subject to strict curfews. Acting Prime Minister Richard Marles has told Parliament the legislation will also restrict the group from going near schools and childcare centres.
Notwithstanding differences and debate, Australia can look to their political leaders and their legislators as people who will act in their interest and work together to keep the community safe.
But Green Senator Nick McKim says there is no need for tighter rules.
This is Anthony Albanese's Tampa moment. Labor's anti-refugee laws are going to be rushed through because Peter Dutton is insisting on it.
The Treasurer is welcoming the latest unemployment data, despite the figures showing a slight uptick in the jobless rate. Latest data shows Australia's unemployment rate rose slightly in October to 3.7%. But Jim Chalmers has told Parliament more jobs have been created under the Albanese government than any other first-term government in history.
55,000 new jobs were created in October, which means that 620,000 new jobs have been created under this Albanese Labor government.
The US President says his talks with his Chinese counterpart have been constructive and productive. The two leaders have wrapped up their first conversation in over a year in a bid to thaw relations. Topics discussed include stemming the flow of fentanyl from China, artificial intelligence, as well as the Taiwan election. A sacked Qantas worker says he feels vindicated after a court found that he was stood down illegally. The health and safety representative was sidelined in February 2020 after raising concerns about the risks to staff cleaning planes from virus hotspots. And well, after months of complaints, controversial alcoholic drink Hard Solo will rebrand after it was found that the beverage appealed to minors. A review found that the drink breached industry code, prompting the name change to Hard Rated. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, the upcoming men's Big Bash has been dealt a blow with England star Harry Brook pulling out of the tournament. He was supposed to be playing for the Melbourne Stars but will instead focus on England's tour of the West Indies. In entertainment news now, and Billie Eilish has been granted a restraining order against a man that she says inundated her with a series of disturbing messages. The 53-year-old was ordered to keep his distance from her, as well as her family and friends, after he sent death threats against her brother. Well, Jimmy Kimmel is taking to the Oscars stage once more. The late-night talk show star set to host the 96 Academy Awards. It'll be his fourth time hosting. And things appear to be getting more serious between Taylor Swift and her NFL footballer boyfriend Travis Kelce. The couple's parents are expected to meet for the first time on Monday at the Kansas City game. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow. I'm Michelle Stevenson.